morning to all of you, all the participants, and all those who are linked up with us. I, on behalf of Director, I would like to welcome you for this 1-week training program on structural design using STAAD.Pro. We have been organizing this program for quite some time now. Last year also during COVID time, we conducted this program, and that too on online. We have got a very good feedback, and on the basis of the feedback we received, we have made slight changes in the schedule this year. Initially, we used to have 2 sessions, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. But in this program, we have added one practice session, and that is going to be in the morning hours. That means exactly after the morning session. So we have scheduled it from 11:30 to 1. The basic purpose of introducing the practice session was to so that you can we can provide you hands-on training also, and the link for the demonstration software is going to be provided by Mr. Rubinder. He'll give you the details about that, how we have to go about it. So if you have got any problem downloading that software or operating it, we have Mr. Rubinder and Mr. Amit, who is going to be an expert with us all through. Mr. Amit, welcome, and Mr. Rubinder, welcome on board for this STC on STAAD.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Now, one thing I would like to share with you all, that since we are going to have 3 sessions in a day, even during the practice session, we expect that all of you stay linked up with this link what we have shared with you. Because in order to issue a certification, we need your presence in all the 3 sessions that we hold during the day. Of course, during the practice session, Mr. Amit may not be there or Mr. Rubinder may not be there, but myself and my colleague Jyoti Madam, we are going to be there for that practice session. So should you have any doubts, any clarifications, to the best of our ability, we'll try to resolve those. But if you have got some technical issues, then maybe Mr. Amit, he's going to be there in the afternoon session all along. So you can get it clarified from him as well. And about your attendance, all of you need to, mark your presence. Miss Manisha is with us, who is going to be coordinating from the media side. So if you have got any doubts, any issues, maybe you can, in the chat box, you can, upload your issues, and Manisha would be there to help resolve that. One thing more I want, from you all is that during the practice session, I'm reiterating it once again, during the practice session, you have to stay tuned, to this link. I mean, you cannot think of, delinking yourself, because your presence need to be there with us for allowing us to issue a certification. And each session will be, it will be live streamed on the YouTube, so that when you go for the practice session, you can refer it back in the YouTube site, and you can resolve your issue by going through that lecture session, looking into the YouTube site. So if you've got any issues, you can go back, and even if after going through that live streaming session, if you're not able to resolve your certain issues, certain technical problems, so in the next session, maybe the follow-on section, which is going to be taken by Mr. Amit, he's going to be there to help resolve it. So I wish you all the best for this 5-day training program. And before I invite Mr. Amit to start with the technical session, I would request Mr. Rubinder to briefly introduce the STAAD.Pro software and other products, what they have in the fold of Bentley products, and how he is going to share, his the software with all of you, and how you're going to download for putting it to use during the practice session. So that, of course, he's going to give a brief detail about it. Bharat Bhushan ji, I have read your message. You want the practice session to be delayed by 15 minutes. There's absolutely no issues. We'll start the session as per our schedule. But if you want to get it delayed at your own end, you can do that. There's absolutely no issue from my side. Maybe you have got some issues to be resolved during those 15 minutes. That you can do it at your end. We have got nothing, there's no issue from our side. So with this, I would request Mr. Ruminder to please start the introductory part to the Bentley products, and thereafter Mr. Amit would start with the technical session.
Okay.
So all the best to all of you, and Mr. Ruminder, over to you, please.
Thank you, sir, and a very good morning to all the participants for this faculty development program on STAD. Am I audible, sir and Amit?
Yeah, Ruminder, you're audible, please.
Okay, fine. So let me share my screen. So this is the second training program that we are doing with NITTTR. We did one last year around this time only, but there are certain changes as noted by Dr. Hemant Sood. So we will be following all those changes. And so let me, is my screen visible, Amit?
Yes, sir. Now it is visible.
Now it is visible. Okay, fine. So a very warm welcome to all of you on this training program on STAD Pro software. So before we start, before I hand it over to our technical resource, Amit Kumar, I would like to do a small introduction about our company, that is Innovative System, and the various civil engineering softwares that are available through us from the various OEMs, especially from Bentley Systems. So can you see the second slide, Amit?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So first of all, a big thanks to
Sir,
Dr.
are we, Ruminder sir, are we in the slideshow mode, or we are just using this PPT window only?
I think we are in the slideshow mode.
Well, for us, sir, you are currently in this window only. If you could just go to slideshow mode, because I think you shared your window, not your entire screen.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yes, sir. Kindly stop sharing once and share your entire screen, sir.
Now is it visible?
No, sir, we can't see the slideshow window because it's a different window and you have shared this.
Okay, I'll stop that and I'll come back to this. So I need to go to window or entire screen.
Ruminder ji, you have to go to the entire screen.
Okay, sir. Okay, I'll do that. Is it fine now?
Yes, sir. So can we go to the presentation?
Yeah, we'll do that. Is it fine now?
Yes, sir, fine. So can you just click on this hide button also, which is beside stop sharing?
Okay, I'll do that.
Thank you,
Fine,
sir.
fine. Okay, so first of all, I would like to thank Dr. Hemant Sood, Head Civil Engineering Department, NITTTR Chandigarh, for this continuous faith in us, and the entire Civil Engineering Department and NITTTR for giving us the opportunity to conduct the second training program in the successive years. So this training program will be conducted by Amit Kumar. Amit is basically a civil engineer with 7 years of experience on the various softwares. He's a practicing structural engineer, and he's not only a practicing structural engineer, he has a flair for training. So he has done a lot of training programs for us for the last almost 7 years, and for the last 1.5 years during the pandemic, we have been doing training programs online, and Amit has done more than 15 to 20 training programs on STAD for the various participants from both the academia and the industry. So coming back to Innovative System, that's the company for which we all are working. So it is North India's leading CAD, CAM, CAE, GIS company. So we are into CAD, that is computer aided designing, CAE, that is computer aided engineering, and GIS, that is geographical information systems. But our entire strength lies with the software companies or the original equipment manufacturers with whom we are associated. And the first and the foremost is Bentley, whose slogan now is advancing infrastructure from sustaining infrastructure. So we are here as a channel partner of Bentley Systems to sell these softwares to both the academia and the industry, and to provide training on these software. So I'll be elaborating more on Bentley Systems in the coming slides. We are also associated with ANSYS, which is a FEA based company, or which comes under CAE, that is Computer Aided Engineering. So ANSYS has got multi-physics softwares pertaining to mechanical, civil, electrical, and electronics engineering. And these softwares are being used for CAE, that is Computer Aided Engineering, under finite element analysis category. So I'm very proud to say that we have done a lot of work through ANSYS with NITTTR over the last 10 years, and we have been able to establish a full-fledged FEA or CAE, or you can say a lab over there in NITTTR. Then we are also associated with ISRI, that is the softwares are pertaining to GIS, that is Geographical Information Systems, and these softwares are used in day-to-day applications, like we have got Zomato and Swiggy, we have got things like Ola and Uber. So GIS played a very important role during the pandemic. And as far as NITTTR is concerned, they have got all the softwares pertaining to from all these three OEMs. So we have got the complete solution. We as a company started in 1998 from the state of Jammu and Kashmir, and we have been providing solutions in the field of CAD, CAM, CAE. And when we go to the industry, we provide them, we ask them, okay, what are you doing? Are you into buildings? Okay, if you are into buildings, we have a software pertaining to buildings, that is STAD. If you are into roads, we have a software pertaining to that. But the industry will always say that software will never be of use until or unless we are trained on it. And similar is the case with the educational institutions, engineering colleges, universities. So what we do is we provide the software, we do the training on the softwares, and if still people are not able to do certain projects due to the shortage of manpower, we take up the projects also. So we as a company moved out of J&K in 2008, 13 years back, and we got associated with NITTTR in 2009. So it has been a long 12 years of journey, which has been quite good. We have learned a lot from our own experiences. We have got a very good exposure. We have met a lot of faculties from various polytechnics, engineering colleges, even universities during our last more than 12 years of association with NITTTR. And I can say that we have been able to improvise our training programs, and we have been able to reach more and more universities, more polytechnics in a bigger way. So now coming to the products from Bentley Systems. First and the foremost product is STAD Pro, and we are all here for the training of STAD Pro. I have written it deliberately over here as STAD Pro V8i, which is not the latest version of STAD Pro. The latest version of STAD Pro is STAD Pro Connect Edition. So we are going to conduct this training program on STAD Pro Connect Edition. So for today, during the practice session at 11:30, we will have our support engineer Lalit Singh Negi, who will be joining us and who will be telling you how to download the STAD Pro software. So today we will have half an hour session with Lalit, as Dr. B.B. Jindal has said that he will be available from 11:45. So I'll make sure that we have that session from 11:45 for 12 o'clock today, and from tomorrow onwards the practice session will be from 11:30. The first session will be by Amit from 9:30 onwards, as has been circulated and as has been told by Dr. Hemant Sood. So STAD Pro takes care of all types of frame structures, but when it comes to foundations, we have got STAD Foundation Advanced. So we will be going into the deep details of STAD, but most of the people, they ask, are you into only STAD? I have been associated with this software since 1999. So last 22 years, a lot of people have saved my name as Rominder STAD or STAD Bedi. So it's not like that we are just with STAD. There are so many other softwares, especially from Bentley Systems, and one such software is Open Roads. Open Roads is a software where you can design all types of roads or rail tracks. And for rail tracks, we have got Open Rail Track. For roads, we have got Open Roads. So if you have Surveyka data, you can give it to the software. What software will do is it will help you in L sections, cross sections, cutting, filling quantities, pavement design. So you can design all types of roads, roads, and the organizations like National Highway Authority of India, BRO, or a lot of PMGSYs, that is Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, or state PWDs, they're all using this technology, Open Roads. But road will never be complete if we don't take care of, if we don't address the issue of bridges. So for bridges, Bentley has got softwares, that is Leap Bridge Enterprise for all types of RCC bridges, and for RM Bridge takes care of all types of steel and cable stayed bridges. Apart from this, we are also associated with Midas. That's a Korean company, and Midas has got a lot of softwares pertaining to bridge designing, that is especially Midas Civil. So if the time permits, maybe on some day we can have a small introduction about the bridges softwares also. But actually we are going to cater this training program to STAD. Coming to other Bentley products, we have got, for water supply, we have got a software called as Water Gems, which takes care of the water supply network of a particular town and city. And for sewerage, we have got Sewer Gems, which takes care of the sewerage network of a particular city and town. Especially when we talk about smart cities these days, the water supply network or sewerage networks have not been planned in most of the cities, and I can say even in Chandigarh, which is the first planned city of India, things have not been planned in a great way. But now with these kind of softwares, these kind of technologies, we can use these things in a much better way. So if any of you are interested in any of these softwares, please get in touch with us. So this is my favorite slide from Bentley Systems. If you look at this slide, you have got a stadium, you have got a lot of buildings, railway tracks, you have got airport, seaport, bridges, towers, almost everything pertaining to infrastructure. And with that, you can see on the screen that there is a small caption over there pertaining to some Bentley software. So these are the softwares which are available from Bentley side, and these softwares can be used for any type of these kind of structures. So it's a great opportunity to make a beginning with STAD, and then gradually we can move on to other softwares. So what is STAD Pro? So coming to the main topic, it is the world's #1 structural engineering and analysis and design software. So the question is, are there other softwares? Yes, there are other softwares like ETABS or Midas Gen, but the market share of Bentley is more than, or STAD is more than 80% globally, and in India it is nearly 90%. The reason, it's a one-stop solution for any type of structural engineering solutions. You can design any type of structures. It can be a complex with Buddha structure like this, or it can be any type of frame structures. So the software is compatible with the codes of many countries, including India. But in Indian code, what we can do at the moment is only the steel and the concrete part. But when we talk about the codes of other countries like America, Australia, or maybe Europe, we can design even timber or aluminium also. So software is very versatile. The latest version is STAD Pro Connect Edition. So for this training program, we are going to give you the trial version, or the version which will work for some days, a couple of weeks, from Bentley Systems. So STAD Pro Connect Edition is the latest version. So we will be providing you with the software during the practice session from 11:30 today. You'll find that this is much better than The previous version, that is Stat Pro V8i, it's more or less like, the latest MS Office. It's compatible with only 64-bit of Windows. So you need to have a system which has got preferably 8 GB RAM, if not 8 GB RAM, 4 GB RAM, with Windows 64. That is, we will always prefer that you should have Windows 10. That comes by default, that is 64-bit. But if you have Windows 8.1, you can install the software, but it will not give the results, the kind of results which you can get on Windows 10. So i3 processor with 4 GB of RAM and Windows 10 as the operating system is what we will recommend as the minimum system requirement. If you have a better system, there's nothing like it. The latest Stat Pro Connect edition is compatible with the latest IS codes, that is IS 1893 year 2016. That has been incorporated in the software. Apart from this, the latest IS codes that is for ductile detailing, that is 13920 year 2016, has also been incorporated in the software. So all the latest IS codes are incorporated. There is a talk that 456 is going to change. So once it changes, maybe we'll take one more year to incorporate that in Stat Pro. Apart from this, we will be having a small session. Amit will be covering that on Stat Foundation Advanced, which will take care of all the foundation requirements. And then we have RCDC, that is RCC Design Center. That's a software, which takes care of the detailing part, right? On Stat Pro, you can do a frame structure, but it will not give you a detailed drawing which goes to the site for execution. For that, we have got RCDC, and we will be doing a session. We will be covering that also during this training program. So that's what we intend to cover in the next 5 days during the various sessions. So Stat for RCDC will take care of your columns also. And if you have, or if your students are planning to go to the industry, you can design any type of structure. It can be a transmission tower, it can be a communication tower. Stat takes care of all types of structures. It can be anything pertaining to industry, pertaining to communication towers or buildings. Any type of structure can be done. So globally, this software has been accepted. Bentley is being a US based company, and now the software was developed by an Indian, Mr. Amrit K. Das, and his company's name was Research Engineers. It was acquired by Bentley Systems in 2016. Now it's a pure product of Bentley Systems, which is US based. So in US also, there's a huge structural community which is using this technology. Globally, yes, in almost all the countries of the world, it is being used. If we go across to Southeast Asia, that is Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Philippines, Indonesia, it is being used in a big way in these countries. India, definitely a big user. As I said, nearly 90% of the market share is with Bentley Systems, that is with Stat, and others put together is less than 10%. If you design anything for MES, CPWD or state PWDs, most of the people will say, okay, give us a .std file. And if you are going in for proof consultancies with most of the IITs, NITs, government engineering colleges, including NITRRR, they will always ask for a .std file. That is the extension of Stat. Yes, we are trying to, get to most of the universities, polytechnics, engineering colleges. So we want students, your students, to learn the technology so that, once they go into the industry, they know what is the latest Stat Pro, Connect Edition, Stat Foundation, RCDC. So they should know all these softwares. So we are trying to, get to most of the engineering institutions, and we are trying to get to most of the students. Now, industry, definitely a big user. These are our users, that is Innovative Systems users. So they are spread across North India. Innovative System is a channel partner of Bentley Systems, but Bentley about 5 years back appointed authorized training institutes. So we are designated as a training institute of Bentley Systems. It's not that our authorization has started just from 16th of August this year. It has been there for last 6 years, but every year it is renewed. The quality of our training program is monitored by Bentley Systems. So if we are doing well, definitely it's renewed. So I'm very proud to say that we are one of the very few training institutes across the globe, and we are taking care of North India. But with this online system, we are able to reach to entire globe. If not entire globe, we are able to cater to in pan India on pan India basis. So this certificate may not be relevant over here because you're all going to get a certificate from NITTR, but the participants who do a training program from us, we provide this kind of a certificate to all the participants, which is globally valid, which comes from Bentley Systems, and it is valid in almost all the countries of the world. So as far as we are concerned, we are located at two locations. That is, one is Jammu, another is Mohali, Chandigarh. So we have two associations. One is with Tikku Institute of Emerging Technologies, that is in Gurgaon, and then CAD Concept. So Amit works for CAD Concept. So he is going to join us. He has already joined us from Kanpur. So Amit is there from Kanpur. So we have these associations. You can always visit our website, and if you want to get in touch with me, I'm always available for you. You can call me on any of my numbers. My first number is on WhatsApp. I'm quite active on WhatsApp. You can always email to me. Our company's website is already there, innovativesister.co.in. So that was a small introduction from my side. I tried to, introduce the company, what we are doing, what we have been doing, and what we intend to do. So we are there to cater to all your CAD, CAM, CAE, GIS requirements. So please get in touch with us. So at the moment, what I'll do is I'll stop my screen sharing. I'll hand it over to Amit. If there are any questions for me, definitely, I'm always there. You can type it in the chat window. And at 11:30, once we have the practice session, we'll have we'll have Lalit on board for that session.
Thank you very much, Ilminder, for giving a brief introduction about yourself and about the products what you handle for Bentley, ANSYS, and ISRI. Before we hand it over and invite Mr. Amit to start with the technical session, I just want to make a small announcement that before the practice session, maybe as today is going to be somewhere around 11:45, as has been told by Mr. Ravinder. So the technical sessions which we are going to upload, live streaming on YouTube, there may be some lag of some kind of lag of 30 to 45 minutes. So I mean, just take care of that. And secondly, since it's a monsoon, season, so there's a possibility that we may, get disconnected because of some electrical issues. So since, the sessions are going to be live on YouTube, so you can keep on referring to the session and keep on practicing on the software, what is going to be provided to you through Bentley. So we'll, connect to you, once we are again, back with the electricity, solutions. So with that small announcement, I would now request Mr. Amit to start with the technical session. And, I will request all the participants to keep your microphone in off position when the session is on. So Mr. Amit, over to you now, please.
Yeah, thank you, sir. And very good morning, everyone. So I'm just going to start your today's session. And Raminda sir already described the software introduction part, that was the what is the StatPro and why we use this. But I will explain it one more time so that you will get it properly for the softest perspective. So I will start from the scratch. Okay. So So we can say in every aspect of the human civilization, we needed structures to live in or to get what we need. That is your commercial purpose. And it is not only the building structures, but also to build a structure with a efficient, also we want to create a efficient building structure so that it can fulfill the main purpose for what it was made for. Okay, and here comes the role of the civil engineering. So, and precisely we can say the role of the analysis of the structure. And there are many classical method also to solve these problems. And there are also few softwares also. So StatPro is one of the best software for that. So just going to share my screen to show you the software's GUI and other things. Okay, so I will start with the history of the StatPro. So the software StatPro was developed by the Research Engineers International in the 1997, and in later 2005, the software was sold out to the Bentley system. And then from this 2005, the software was known with the name StatPro, StatPro V8i, SS4, SS5, and right now we are using the StatConnect version. And this StatConnect version was launched in the 2017. Okay. So first thing is the software's acronym. That is the what's the mean of the stat. So here you can see the word S is for the structure, SNT is for the structure, analysis, and design. Okay, so this is the most widely used software, and almost over 90s international steel, concrete, timber, aluminum codes can be solved through this software. The first thing is the first word is your structure. So you can see a structure here. Basically, it is a skeleton. Okay, you can see a framework also here, and in this skeleton you are seeing the beam, column, slab, and staircase. So mostly these are the main things which we can design and analyze through the software. And also we can do the shear wall design and underground structures like swimming pool. So these are the main topics we will cover up in this your stat pro, in this your stat session. And the second thing is the second word is your analysis. So basically analysis is the process of calculation of the building response. Okay, so here there are many other there are many tools, and there are many other processes of analysis. So we can see the analysis of the structure mean to determination of the internal forces like axial compression, bending moment, shear forces, etc., etc. And there are basically two types of methods. First one is your static analysis, and the second one is your dynamic analysis. So static analysis is for the when your load is under the static condition. That means if your load is not moving, then we can say it is a static analysis process. And the example for this will be your structure self weight. That means your structure self weight, that means the weight of the beam, column, slab, etc., etc., will be. And analysis of this type of structures is done through the static analysis method. And for the dynamic analysis method, if we say the load is under the motion, like moving loads like vehicle loads on a bridge, or we can say the your Seismic and wind load also is a type of dynamic load cases. So analyzing the structure's response when these type of load case are applied will call the dynamic analysis. So I will show you the software GUI also, but before that I will explain the workflow of the structures. So here the process of modeling and designing in the StatPro Connect Edition can be summarized into the following general workflow process. So first one is your basic geometry. We can say prototype model also. That means in the basic geometry, we will create a model. We will create a prototype model of real structures in your software. And second will be your section properties. Okay. So defining the size of the member by width, depth, cross-sectional shapes, etc., will be your section properties. And under the section properties, material constant and member specifications will also be do through the apply property option. Because when we apply the property, that means the shape of the the cross section and width of the beam and column will also define the material here. And if we will define the material, that means it may be of a timber, steel, or concrete. So when we do this type of, when we will define the materials, the Poisson ratio, the coefficient of the thermal expansions, density of the material will also be defined through the property. Okay, and for this we have a simple we have a secondary tab for that. That means there will be a geometry tab, a property tab, a support tab, but under the property tab there will be more than two to three more tabs to define the material constants also. Okay, like material constant, and then there will be a member specification menu also under the property tab. So member specification means defining members orientation, member offset, member releases, where the movement transfer is to be limited or eliminated, and conditions that only allow a partial transfer of the certain types of forces such as tension only. Okay, so your property tab will mainly have the section property of the material constant and member specification, and then after the next tab will be your support. So this support means defining support location, boundary conditions, including the movement fixity, support stiffness, and the support angle also. And after defining the soft structures detailing, next thing will be your apply load. Okay, so there will be many type of load cases like self weight, dead load, live load, wind, and seismic. So through the apply load tab, we will see this different type of load cases. So sometimes uh, like static load cases, we will directly define the loads, and for the dynamic loads like wind and seismic and moving load, we have to give definitions first. So we will, when we will do the seismic analysis and wind analysis, we will do the your load case definitions tab also. We will see the case definitions also. And after defining all these things like structure, properties, and support and load, next thing will be your primary analysis. So this primary analysis indicates the type of analysis to be performed. Like we can do the regular analysis, P delta analysis, buckling, and pushover, etc. type of analysis. And all the results of this primary analysis can be seen through the post processing. And after the post processing, your next thing will be secondary analysis. So this secondary analysis basically define will be defined according to the structure. Like if it is a steel structures, that means we have to provide few parameters according to the steel codes. And if it is a concrete structure, then we have to use the concrete code. Okay, so now just going to show you the software's GUI. Let me open the software. So when you open the software, you will see a window like this. First thing is your model info. So under the model info, you have to provide the file name and location of the file. And also we will select the type of the structure. So here in the stat pro, we have three type of building structures. First one will be your analytical models. Second one is your physical model, and third one is your building planner. And after this type of structures, next thing is your unit setup. So default it will be your English setting. When you install the software, your default setting will be English. So that for according to the as per our Indian design code, we have to change it to the metric. So we will change the software's configuration. So to change this unit setting, we use the configure option, and I will show you this also. But before changing the configuration, I will explain the next thing, that will be your job info. So through the job info, we will provide the job name. That means what type of analysis you are going to do, and for whom you are doing to do this will be your client name. And third one is your job number and number of revisions. All these things will be fill up here. But whenever I do a, a training session, it's not important to fill up this job info. I will only fill the model info like here. Okay, so just next thing will be how to change the unit configuration. So to change the unit configuration, that is a very important point, because whenever you install the software, default unit will be your English. So you have to change it to the metric by clicking on the configure here. When you click on the configure, an application configuration window will be open. So here you can see the language English, and base unit. Here you are seeing it is metric because I just changed it, but when you install the software it will be English. So you have to select the base unit to the metric. Okay, and global axis will be Y up. So in the other CAD software like AutoCAD, there was there was Z up direction, but in the StatPro mostly we use the Y up direction. And because traditionally the software was used in Y up direction, if I change it to the Z according to the current other CAD softwares, you can change also, but sometimes it will create a few doubts. Like sometimes other person to whom you will send the file will work in the Y up, and when you work in the Z up, this file maybe create some doubts like force direction and structures direction, all these things, because this is a software which works according to the direction also, because load direction is very important here. In the CAD software like AutoCAD, you can create the structure in any direction, but through the but in the stat pro we have to work according to the direction also, because the gravitational forces, direction of the uh, wind load or seismic will depend on these directions. So I'm not going to change the global axis to the Z up here, because traditionally and most of the people works in the Y direction. So I will not change it. Okay, so then after changing the base unit to the metric and global axis to the Y, just click on the OK. So now going to explain the analytical modeling. So in the StatPro, if you want to do the analysis, your structure must be in analytical modeling. Sometimes through the other software like a 3D modeling softwares, we have the structure in physical mode or in the building planner mode. Okay, so we have to convert the softwares to the analytical model. Okay. So default it will be your analytical modeling, and this physical modeling I will explain the what is the physical modeling. So StatPro physical modeling takes advantage of the physical modeling to simplify of models structures. That means you will see a wall and other things also here, but for the analysis purpose, only important thing is your concrete structures, like concrete structure, that it will be your beam, column, slab, and sometimes the shear wall also. Okay, so we have to convert the model into the analytical modeling. So default the default setting will be analytical, so don't need to change it to the physical and building planner also. And next thing is your building planner. So building planner is we can say the building planner works to integrate the stat building planner. Mm, we can say this is used to generate concrete building models which can then be analyzed in the StatPro. That means in the building planner means you have to plan the foundation, then your walls, and after that all the designs which you want to create on your structure. But for the concrete structure, you have to see the skeleton only. Okay, and skeleton जो मैंने आपको already show किया हुआ था, I will show you the skeleton one more time. So here you are seeing a skeleton. So the design on the wall or any other shape you can't see here in the skeleton. You will see only the beam, column, and slab here. That's why we will do our all the process of analysis on the analytical type of building. Okay, so now next thing will be the file name. So you have to provide it the file name, like just going to change it to the day one. Then next thing is your location. So location must be in any particular folder, because a single stat profile will create almost 20 to 25 other files. That means if you select it on the desktop, it will fill up your desktop in a single file. So that means you have to always select any folder. Like I just select a folder in my E drive, that is the stat project folders. That means our file will save in this particular project, and this day one file will create almost at least 15 files, and type and maybe it will be more than 15 to 20 also. It will depend upon the type of analysis which we will do. That means according to the analysis or required output, the number of files may be increased. So that's why we will save it in a folder. I will show you the any file also. Just wait. Stat project. So here, if I have a file with the name of assignment number 1, so you will see that almost, let me show you one complete project here with the name of 20th session. So you can see total here. You are seeing a total 10 items for a single file. That's why we prefer to save it in a folder. Now just going to create it, your project. So I will click on the create. When I click on the create, the software will open and you will see a screen like this. So now I'm just going to explain the software's GUI. So first will be your file menu. So through the file menu, you can save your project, or you can import export any other file also, or you can print the project also. This will be your file management. And next thing will be your geometry menu. So your this geometry menu will be your first menu for the software's workflow. So like I just explained the first workflow you. So the first workflow was your creating your prototype model. Okay. So by the geometry menu, we will create the shape of your building. And for this, we have many tools like structure wizard, grid system, translational repeat, copy, move, rotate, many tools. Okay. So our first topic for your modeling will be your geometry menu. So I will, and after that geometry menu, next thing will be your property menu. So you can see the property workflow menu here also. First one your geometry, then properties, and properties menu will have the material and specification also. And after this, next thing will be your support, then loading, then analysis and design. Okay, you can see the menu here also. This is your secondary menu, and at the top it is the primary menu. So all these secondary menu will be here in the primary menu also. That means for the properties we have the specification menu. So under the specification menu we can define the properties, material and specifications also. And we have the support menu also here in the specification. Then after, next thing will be loading. That means all these things which you are seeing here at the secondary menu will be controlled through the main menu also. Okay, here you are seeing the view menu and select menu also. So this view menu, by this view menu we can see the project in different view. Like if you want to see your building structures from the top, you can see it through the, you can arrange it in the top view through the view menu. And also there are many others. You can zoom the window, you can see the structures, isometric view, top view, front view or bottom view, everything through the view menu. And a structure, just wait. Oh, we have concluded the analytical modeling only. Okay. Now come to the next thing, that was your select menu. So in a structure, I just already explained that there will be a beam, column, slab, and shear wall. So to select this different type of structures, we have different type of cursors also. Like if you want to select the joint, that means a joint of beam or column, or joint between any beam, we have a node cursor. Then if you want to select any beam and column, then we have a beam cursor. And if you want to select any slab, then we have to use the plate cursor. There will be solid structures also. To select them, we have a solid structures. So the select menu will provide you different type of cursors. And also there will be different types of selection methods also. Like if you want to select all the beam which are parallel to the x-axis or parallel to the y, then you can select them through the select menu. Okay, so now just going to explain the geometry menu. So when I click on the geometry menu, so there are many different methods. So I will start with the grid method. Okay, before explaining the grid method, I have to explain the grid data also. So when I click on the geometry menu here, at the right side you will see the data tool. So here it is the node data bar, and at the bottom it is the beam data bar. Okay, if you want to create the plate, then You can change the beam data bar to the plate also. Like when you click on the plate layout, you will see here it is showing the plate data bar now. Okay, plate means your slab. Okay, so going to start with the grid. So here there are many different type of beam grid. Many different type of grids like beam grid or plate grid. Okay, so when I click on the beam grid, so you will see a grid here. So before explaining the grid, I have to explain the direction also. Okay, so for the direction, basically in the StatPro we have two types of direction. First one will be your global direction, and the next thing will be your second will be your local direction. I will explain the global and local direction. So just see it. Here at the origin, you are seeing the grid direction X from left to right, Y from bottom to top, and Z from backside to towards the outside. Okay. And you can see the cursor also here, X, Y, Z. So this will be your global direction. And most of the time we apply the load according to the global direction. But in some cases like water tank where we have to apply the load in a circular surface, we have to use the local direction. So this local direction will be according to the direction of beam. So global direction will be fixed always. That means X will be from left to right, Y will be from positive Y will be from bottom to top, and the positive Z will be from backside to from towards the outwards direction. You can see it here also. And for the local direction, I have to create a beam here first. So I'm going to create a beam here. So the direction of these two beams, you can see. So I will press Shift plus O to show the global direction, and Shift plus I for the global direction, and Shift plus O for the local direction. Okay, so when I press the Shift I, you will see X, Y, Z here. It is your global direction, and here in the beam you can see the X direction is with the blue color. Here you are seeing the blue color, that is your local Z is along the global Y. You can see that the local direction of this beam, local X direction of this beam is towards the global Y. So this blue color is showing the local direction. For this beam, we have the local direction towards the global negative Y direction. You can see the direction of the X is from top to bottom. That will be your negative Y for the global direction. So I already explained for a few cases we have to provide the loading according to the local direction also. Sometimes this direction will also be used to create your structure. Like in this beam, if I want to insert a node from start node at a distance of 1 meter, you can I will show you the dimensions for this. Just double click on the beam, so you will see the length of this beam is 3 meters. Okay, length is 3 and the unit is m. Now I want to insert a node from start node at a distance of 1 meter from the start node. That means your start node will be this top node, because the direction of the beam is from top to bottom. Okay, that means your start node will be here. Okay, and if I want to insert the node from the end node at a distance of 1 or any other value, that means this local direction will be play a role to define this node direction. Because when we use the method of applying inserting node, there will be a value only to there will be value of insert node. That mean sorry, if I'm just going to explain one more time. If you want to add a node at a distance of 1 meter, then insert node method don't know the beam direction. That means you have to provide the dimension only, but the direction will be shown through the local beam direction method. Okay, if I put the value 1, so maybe this beam will, this node will be inserted from top or bottom. It will depend upon the beam direction. Like in this beam, if I put the value 1, so it will take the value 1 from the bottom node. But for this beam, it will take the value 1. If I put the value 1, it will take the value 1 from the top beam, a top node, because the direction is from top to bottom, and here it is from bottom to top. Okay, that's why direction is very important in the software. Now, creating it. Okay, now come to the grid method. So through the beam grid method, when you click on the beam grid, you will see a grid here. So this is your X direction, this is your Y direction. If you want to change the grid orientation, you can change it through the edit menu also. So when I click on the edit, you can see the plane. This plane is XY, because here you are seeing two coordinate X and Y. If you if I select XZ, you will see the orientation of the plane has been changed. Grid plane has been changed. Now you can see X here and Z from backside towards the outside. Okay. Also, you can change the grid origin by providing the value here. If I put the value 1 or 2, so it will move the grid origin also. Like if in the X, if I put the value 5 here, so you will see the grid origin is now started from the 5, 6 and 7. It is not starting with the 0 here, because I just changed the grid origin in the X direction. Same, if I change it into the Z to the negative, like if I put the value -3, then it will start with the -3, then -2, then -1 and 0. That means origin can be changed from here. Also, if you want to increase the number of grids, like here you will see the total 10 grids, like 0 to 1 or 5 to 15. If you want to change the number of grid cells, you can change it through the left or right direction. If you want to increase it towards the right direction in the x-axis, just click on here or give the value here. Like if I put the 15, so you will see it now it is from 0 to 15. If I put the value -5 to 15, then you can see it. Just wait. Let me increase it to the positive value. Okay, just wait. I have to change it like this. Yeah. So if I put the value 5, then it will start with the -5. Okay. So you can also change the grid, number of grids according to your project needs. Okay. Same thing, we can rotate the angle of plane also. If I want to rotate it along the x-axis, so now the plane has been rotated. If I put it the 90, that means this plane will change the direction to the xy. So the xz plane has been changed towards the xy, and here the plane is selected to the xz. That's why towards the y axis we will see the 0 0 0. Okay. So now I want to create a beam of 5 meter in this grid. So then you have to select the snap node beam method. So you can see here it is of a sky blue color. That means snap node/beam method has been activated. That means you will get the snap point here directly. Same thing if you want to to break the beam here, just press the escape key. Now I want to create a beam from here. Then you have to again select the snap node beam method. If you don't select it, you can't create the beam here. So I will click on the snap node beam option. Now I am able to pick the snap again. Okay. So just now I am going to create a cube of 5 meter length. Okay. So first I will arrange it in the any view, like here you are seeing it is in a XYZ. I will open the snap node method and create a rectangle of 5 meter here. Next thing I will press the escape key. Now we have to change the grid plane. I will change it to the XZ direction, then press OK, then click on the snap node beam again. Now I will create in here. Again, I have to move this plane at this point. That means along the y-axis at a distance of 5 meters. So we can change the grid origin y to the 5 so that this grid will be moved towards the upper direction. Now I am able to create a rectangle here also. Again, I want to create a beam here, so that I have to change the grid origin and beam grid orientation also. So I will arrange it towards the YZ direction, and again I have to put the value 0, so that now I am able to create a beam here. Same, now we have to move this grid at this point. That means it will be your X direction and the distance will be 5. So I will put the grid value 5 in the x-axis, so that the grid origin will move towards the 5. Again, to create beam here, I have to select the snap node. So when you are seeing that the snap node beam will not show you the snap, selecting the snap node options, you have to drag it towards the upward direction, so that the snap node beam option will be shown here. Now click on it and click on the beam. So this is your grid method to creating the beam. And here in the data bar you can see the grid values also. So here you are seeing the grid origin, like the first node is as the 0, 0, 0. The second node coordinate value for the second node is the 0, 5, 0. To show this beam node number, we will press shift plus n. So whenever I press shift plus n, you will see the node numbers also. So node number 1, coordinate value for the node number 1 is 0, 0, 0. Coordinate value for the node number 2 is 0, 5, 0. You can see it here also. And to select this node, either click on the grid value here, data value, data bars. So when I click on the number 4, you will see the node number 4 has been selected with the red color, and the coordinate value for this node number is 500. Okay. Same thing, if you want to show the beam number, press shift plus B. Okay, pressing the shift plus B will show you the beam numbers, and we can see here this beam number 1 is created with the node number 1 and 2, and you can see it here also. Beam number 1 with the node A, that is the 1, node B, that is the 2. Same, if I select the beam number 2, you can see it is created by the node number 2 and 3, and you can see it in the data bar also. Same thing, you can create the beams through the data bar also, but it will take too much time to create a multiple story building. That's why we will prefer few other method also, and this other method I will explain in the second half. I think I have to over this for the session, and I will daily basis. On a daily basis, I will pick a 5 to 10 more minutes to cover up the this 30 minutes which we was late in this first session. So I will cover up in 2 to 3 days. Okay. So think it's over to the Hemant sir.
Hanji Amit ji, okay, thank you so much. Ravinder ji, are you there? Ravinder, are you there?
I think he is not here.
Acha, Amit, any idea about the demo version? What he was talking about that he's going to
So,
share.
I think sir, whenever the second session, that will be practice session 11:45. Lalit sir will be there and he will guide it for this software
Okay.
demo session. Okay. And I
Okay,
got a message from the Ankur Thakur. Yeah, Ankur, we will cover up the dynamic analysis part also.
Okay, we meet again at 11:45. You can stay with the link. So around 11:30, you just try to join back so that we can share with you the demo version of the software. And Mr. Lalit will tell you, he will guide you how to download the version, download the software, and how to use it. So we break till 11:30. So we meet again 11:30. Please join back at 11:30 for the downloading of the software, the demo version of the software.